It's April 1968 and change is coming to Nonata's house. Racial tensions cast a shadow over Poplar and the sisters welcome a new recruit. Now, just for bit behind the scenes, no one wrote a synopsis this morning, so that's courtesy of IMDb.
I think it's Kay, the girl was the girlfriend's name, or Kathleen or Kathy or something like that.
Olive
Anyway.
and Jesse.
Oh, geez, I was totally wrong.
So, Lucille, they're trying hard to get pregnant. Sorry, Jen, I know that's triggering for you.
Oh, I missed this.
Well,
This
Cyril,
is a deleted scene for me.
Cyril says one of the most yeah, really. Cyril says one of the most suggestive things on television.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely loved it. I loved it.
When they
What did you say?
So after Lucille goes to Greta's house, Mrs. Brickle's house, and she gives her the curry. Picard, yeah. And she says, "Oh, like my neighbor gave me this curry. It has like flavor. I don't really like that. Can you eat it?" And she's like, "Well, I love that, so I'm gonna take it home to my husband, and he's gonna enjoy it." So she brings it home, and they're like, "Oh, this is so good. Like we love it or whatever." And Lucille says something like, "Oh, and I've got something for dessert," and he's like, "I've got something better for dessert." And it was like the most. I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
There was something else he said as well that was amazing, but just off this point, sorry, the first bit I was talking about was how she got a period and was upset. That was my thing. I was saying.
Deleted scene for me. See, I didn't see that part.
Yeah.
And me.
Then they start eating curry and doing that, and it was amazing. And do you know what pissed me off? He withheld those photos for the whole meal. I'd have been pissed off. I'd have been like, why did you not give me these? I'm tired
like
eating
the second I walked in. Yeah,
give me these photos that I've been craving. But what I really liked was, I didn't like this bit. I'm saying what I really liked, and I'm like, Lucille cried over the wedding photos. That is not what I like. She was crying over the photos from home. She's already sad because she's had a miscarriage. Well, yes, because of the miscarriage, but also then she's got a period again because they've been trying to have babies. And her sister Celine's got married and everything, and she's missing her family loads, right? And then she says from these pictures she was sad. She was like, you can't tell, how tall he is. My mum always keeps intimating that he's really small. And
she's very heightist.
Well, she was, but what made me amazing, what I thought was amazing again, was Cyril being like, Lucille, a man's height has no relation to his character. Like it just, it was absolutely lols. I loved it.
Maybe.
It was on the 20th of April, 1968.
Let me check.
Which is also my wedding anniversary, not 1968.
She's been married, ladies and gentlemen.
I've actually been married years. For longer. There was a weird scene where a kid got run over. I don't really think that was necessary, if I'm honest.
Honestly,
maybe it did happen.
Didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
the child looked like she was asleep. I mean, it was very weird. The child actor was.
You don't need to use real dead children, though. That would be bad, Jen.
Yeah. Well, no, but you know what I'm saying. Like she literally looked like she was waking up from a nap when Fred went over to her. He's like, "How you doing, sweetie?" And she was just like she was just like stretching, like she was just like. I'm not going to spoil anything, but all I'll say is that a fan wrote in and made a request, and I'm trying to gonna honor that request. And if OG fans will know what that means, but anyways, yes, there were some amazing lines in this episode.
Becky looks really confused.
I don't know what it is.
Also, can I just say something about Mr. Reynolds? He reminded me, so not in looks. My granddad did not look like a 34-year-old. Good-looking EastEnders actor. But my granddad used to take everything apart. He used to drive my grandma absolutely bloody mad. They got this really posh Bang & Olufsen TV, and she came home from shopping, and he had it completely all over the ground. He'd taken everything apart, put it back together. It all worked again, but then there was a few screws. They didn't know what they were. That happened with everything, like washing machines. Honestly, it was the fridge he did it with. It was the bane of her life. My granddad just used to take everything apart just to see how it worked.
What was his job?
He used to make, it's a long story, but he made, curtain siders.
I don't know what that is.
Wait, did he invent taut liners?
He did invent taut liners, yes. So, big massive trucks that have got like curtain sides.
Oh, okay.
Not like block sides, curtain sides that pull across. He invented that.
Oh, interesting.
But for a company, so he didn't get all the money for it, which is quite a shame.
Oh, because I was going to say, I wonder if he worked in some kind of like engineering or appliance repair or something like that.
Yeah, and he was like really good with his hands mechanic-wise. He was an amazing carpenter. He was just very...
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Also, he was called Harold, and that's what Ronnie wanted to call the kid. She was like, Harold, he's not a granddad.
Also, for our listeners, when we graduated, Alex got it into her head based on nothing.
No, not based on nothing. Absolutely not based on nothing, can I just say. Every other college had Eddie Stobart as the person giving them. We were the unlucky ones who had a royal.
No, I didn't know that. I thought you just got it into your head that Eddie Stobart was going to be at the graduation ceremony.
Absolute nutter. Every other college had Eddie Stobart giving them their award. And
Wait a minute,
so I was
every other
thinking,
college at the university we went to together, or every
Yeah.
other college in the country?
no. Every other college at our university had Eddie Stobart giving them their degrees. So I
Well,
thought,
why
oh my
didn't-
God, this is going to be amazing. Eddie Stobart, do you know about Eddie Stobart?
No, I don't.
Eddie Stobart's a haulage company, and Eddie Stobart they're all taut liners. They're all there was a taut liner named after me because of my granddad. Anyway, so he always has names on the the company always has names of girls on the front of the thing, and you can apply to have them done.
Oh, okay.
There was one for me, one for my cousin, all this, right? Anyway,
Okay.
so I was really excited, thinking, oh my God, it's going to be him. And I'm going to say about my granddad and taut liners because they just have taut liners, Eddie Stobart. So I was really excited about it. And then we had Princess Alexandra.
Who's Princess Alexandra?
Exactly, Jen.
She's a minor royal.
Bex was like, this was the best day of my life. And Alex is like,
Yeah,
I wanted
other
the side
people
of
were
an
like,
18-wheeler
oh my God,
guy
that's
to come.
amazing. And I wanted a really obscure transport
I
owner.
wonder why it was different. I wonder why there was like a
Because
different.
she opened our college.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
And that's why it was Alexandra Square, because of Princess Alexandra.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm putting a lot together now.
Yeah,
Like
but
so
this is
many
very
years
niche,
later.
guys. Sorry. So
Yeah.
anyway.
This doesn't really apply to anyone other than probably the three of us, but now you have a little window into our history together. Okay.
And also the fact that Bex just thought I was creating people to give us our degree.
Anyway,
Oh gosh.
This annoyed me as well, and I'm sorry. But the baby was crying, right? So Ronnie called Sister Julienne, right? And
Yeah.
let's be honest, right? That is the most unrealistic thing ever. If the baby was crying for that long, there's not a cat's chance in hell he wouldn't have been like, help me, I don't know what I'm doing, Lillian, please help me.
Well, no, he says to her when she gets there, she's like, I've asked Lillian, but she won't come out of her room.
As if he didn't try her properly, though. Do you know what I mean? If he didn't just throw that baby in like a grenade and close the door. It would last 3 bloody minutes.
so
Also, really quick, I didn't actually finish the story about me assaulting my daughter on a wall this weekend. So just really quick, Jen, we went grommeting. We tried to find some grommets. It's a long story. And anyway,
no, you need to explain that. 'cause
What's
explain it.
grommeting?
I said at work I was going grommeting, and everyone was like, that sounds a little bit. So the Bristol Children's Hospital, you know, Wallace and Gromit,
Uh-huh.
they do this Gromit Unleashed tour. So there's basically statues all around Bristol of Wallace and Gromit and Feathers McGraw.
Okay.
and Norbert.
And there's a
Norbert.
trail, and you can kind of go around and find
But
them
they're
all.
all
So that's
painted and designed by famous artists, but it's all, you go and find them around the city, and it's like
okay,
for charity,
okay.
and it's this great thing. So we went down, me and Bobs went down and did it with Becky and their niece and nephew, and it was amazing fun, right? But at one point we had to climb over this little wall. Well, climbing over it,
it was like, firstly we need to set the scene, because it was like Challenge Annika. We were trying to find parking spaces.
Yeah, it was hard.
We didn't have long, so we had to be in a rush to find the statue, get our picture, get back to the car. It was literally, how big was the wall? 18 inches.
Yeah, but from one side it was 18 inches, but from the other side it was much. So when I got over it okay, but from the other side I couldn't get my leg up, because obviously I've had the surgery, but I'm still not 100%. So I couldn't just
we're
get
all
up.
over the wall now.
Alex, you know what? Listen, I wouldn't be able to do it. I haven't had any surgery. I mean, I'm sure I would have just been like, oh, and then chickened out.
So I thought, I
immediately.
know what I'll do. Bob's just like, I'll hold you. Bless her little heart. She was like, Anne, I thought, you cannot carry my weight, mate. So
Bob
He said, I'll hold you.
Bob
Yeah.
went to try and help her and pull her. Alex grabbed onto the door handle of the car
door handle, but didn't realise I'd unlocked
to
it.
pull herself, but she'd unlocked it. So she essentially opened the door and whacked
Really
it
hard.
into Bob's.
And she cried, and I felt really bad, and I didn't mean to do it.
Oh, you know, that's going to be a story you'll tell so many times in this life. You
She
will.
still brings it up. Yeah. So
Yeah,
anyway,
you'll talk about that for ages.
yeah, she's brought it up again. Of course she has. Anyway, she
So,
won't today after that.
If it makes you feel any better, this is like the reverse of that. But when we were growing up, my family and I we were on a vacation, and one of the things we did on this vacation, and I want to say I was maybe like 10 or like 11, maybe between 10 and 11, 10 and 12, and my sister was 3 years younger than me, so whatever, like that ages. Well, we went to mini golf, putt golf, right? Love that. And so we're at this hole at the putt golf, and you all know what putt golf is, right?
Yeah, crazy girl.
Okay, yeah. So the amount of energy that you have to put into any swing is low, okay, very
Yeah.
low, and that's important for the story. So my sister gets up to putt, and we're like all standing around, but like kind of in different spots. Like my dad's over here, I'm over there, and my mom is kind of behind my sister in a certain way. My mom's wearing these glasses, and my sister takes her golf club and she swings it, but she gets so excited and she swings it all the way back around her head and she clubs my mother in the face.
It's so bad.
And like literally, she would have really hurt my mom if my mom wasn't wearing these glasses. And she immediately felt so bad, and she was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" And it like knocked the lenses out of the glass. They didn't break though. That was kind of what was amazing. And my mom was just more like stunned than anything else. But literally, like we've told that story in our family so many times, and it's just become this kind of like legendary story about like just this like kooky thing that we did when we were like on vacation as kids and stuff. So I'm just telling you now, like remember
ever
this
go
because it will
golfing
cause
with
so much
your sister
joy.
again. If you go golfing with
Yes.
your sister again, you've always got to be like, watch out.
I know. Well, literally ever since that, like for so long after that trip, we would always make a point of like no one could stand anywhere near my sister because we were always like, you're gonna hit her, you know. So we would make.
Now,
that's a
I will
sign.
say this, right? Now, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I feel like, do you think from this storyline, because not just, and I'm gonna say us, but I feel like I wasn't as harsh on Lucille as some other people.
Yes, I know I was.
I feel like, do you feel like now you've rewatched it that we've been a bit too harsh on Lucille? When I say we loosely, but also quite a lot of listeners and fans of the show have also been quite harsh on Lucille with this. But I just feel like she had a bloody nervous breakdown. Like I just feel like we've been a bit harsh. And I say we loosely.
No.
Oh my god.
Me trying to open up this discourse. No.
And I'm like sitting here like quiet because I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, I'm like we're having some moment of reflection. Yeah.
Oh, it was a heavy episode.
I know that legume moose was like really, really traumatizing me, honestly. Like that was more upsetting than some. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm kidding. You don't think so? With how much we've talked about how Heidi Thomas is like so on top of it and like the master of the Call the Midwife
She has been sad for a long time.
Let's get her on next week and we can ask her.
Yeah, bro. Perfect. By the way, everyone, Heidi Thomas is on next week.
That before. Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine if it was just like, oh, we're just dropping that in?
Hi there. Hi, Heidi. It's Alex here from Recall the Midwife. Just wondering, would you like to come on our podcast next week? She'll be like, no.
And then she's like, how did you get this number? Who are you? Why are you calling me?
What I'll be like to her is, can you come on our podcast? We don't know when we recorded it. But...
Wow, what a deep cut.
No,
you know who would come on here? Stephen McGann. He would it all the way up. He would be like song and dance man from start to finish.
I went to that thing in Chester and it was just like the Stephen McGann show.
Mm-hmm. We wouldn't even have to talk. He would just extemporaneously just speak for like the whole 45 minutes or whatever.
Although I will say, I've had people ask me if I'm okay, like in the street before when I'm hungover. Just saying. Genuinely.
Oh God, yeah.
I couldn't if I had a hangover anymore.
Oh no, they last about 3 days nowadays.
Yeah, it's over for me now. Oh my God, that was like her daughter sat on the sofa.
Really violent scene too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Guess who walked in on that scene, guys?
Oh no.
Yeah. And
Bob's sixth sense comes through again.
She was like, what's happening? And I was like, they're fighting. And she was like, I can't watch. I'm like, you're not supposed to be.
You're like, why are you even in here? You're definitely not supposed to be here, ma'am.
Get to bed.
She's like, I shouldn't be watching this. It's like obvious. Oh.
When I first watched this, I genuinely thought he was going to pull the head off.
This is like when you had that whole run where you thought everyone was going to like walk into a room and then throw the baby. Remember when you had that whole time?
Excuse me, you were like, I thought he was going to throw the baby. You just said Mr. Talbot was going to pull the head off that. It's just the same thing.
I did think he was going to pull the head. Well, I was referencing Mr. Wiggle, not a human baby. And then
the baby has a prick test on his foot.
And he has one right. I'm joking. Sorry, that was really mean.
And it doesn't
blasting this poor little baby. Oh,
And
it
I
was
can see why,
horrible. It was horrible.
as someone who has had a recent fallout with a parent, I can see the
Yeah, it's real touch and go right now. Yeah.
I'll do a
you need
quick
to that line.
synopsis of my breakup with my dad. I've not broken up with him. That's weird. Of my fallout with my dad. My dad went out on his motorbike after promising he never would go on a motorbike again. We just had a massive argument. He basically snuck out in the morning and went on his motorbike and didn't tell anyone where he was. So we were very angry with him. So we had a bit of a to-do. And you do say things, do you know what I mean? Like you all saw the message I sent him.
It's like when you see people arguing in the street and you're like, oh, the shame. But then when you're in the thick of it and you're having an argument in the street, you don't care who can hear you or
I mean, I can't remember the last time I had an argument
like you turn to people.
You've never been like out shopping with someone and then got in an argument and then...
No.
Bex, you might be revealing some stuff about yourself here.
I've never had a screaming slanging match in the street, Bex.
I'll make this I'll balance
the quiet
out,
ones,
Bex.
everyone.
I will if I get into it with anyone in my personal life and we're like out and about, I'll still be really nice to like everyone else but them, but then like just really mean and also like give them like the really bad silent treatment.
What I will say though is if we're at home we're going to get into an argument as a family, we will pause. Like if it's in the summer, we'll all pause, close all the windows and doors, then we'll argue.
Oh, why though? You already said you love arguing in public.
Do you want the neighbours to overhear? I've got Jen's copy because Alex will just lose that.
I sent a parcel, it came back.
I was going to say I'll never see it if Alex tries to send it.
Do you know what? We're ending this podcast. I'm not going to lie. I was really worried.
The hair falling out was distressing. Yeah. Sorry, Bex.
Well, just like when he's
bingo.
When he
and Reggie again was like, "Just you need to say to Violet that Reggie is not lazy." I was like, "All right, mate."
He's like, write it on the prescription pad. It's like, oh, well, I mean, I guess I can if you want.
Should we talk about the maternity home?
Yes, because this is a shit show.
Literally.
Oh, literally, yes. So, apropos.
Mrs. Wrigley and her dirty gaggle of kids. She was a lady who had a load of kids and they were waiting for them to come in. And Sheila was like, oh, hello, can you come in and make sure you sit quietly, nice next to your mum? And they're all jumping on the bed and stuff. And she's like, oh, God. And they're all like, full of E. coli. Just like blurting E. coli all around the room, touching everything, licking things. So we meet Venita Cartree, who spoke to English to her kids. That annoyed me a bit because I was a bit like, she wouldn't speak English to her kids. Or her husband, and her husband wouldn't speak English to her. When they're on their own. There's some Welsh people.
Well, that would make a great episode of Call the Midwife, listening to people that you can't.
Could have subtitles on, Becky. You big racist. She bloody has to walk to the maternity home with Nancy. And Nancy's like, oh, you'll be grand. They'll do you really good. Walk into the maternity home. Oh, they'll help it. Oh, my God. I've been in labour. Like, walking from the car park to the bloody entrance of the thing nearly killed me. Walking to there from, oh, my God. I was like, are you bloody kidding me?
She did indicate it was very close. She's like, it's only a few minutes.
I don't care. Absolutely effing awful. I'd be like, get me a trolley.
So does that make Monica Joan, like, 84-ish? Like, I mean, she's got
900, I think. Also, we watched an advert before, an advert for the remake of All Creatures Bright and Beautiful or whatever. All Creatures Great and Small.
Great and Small. That's on my list to watch because I think it's good.
Bob's was sat there, sure, that looks like the kind of programme you'd like. So I've officially reached middle age.
Your daughter is like just roasting you all the time.
She's a right roaster. She's a bugger. Also, speaking of daughters, how many, right, they never addressed the fact that Peter Barclay had he had a litter of children, like thousands of them. As he split up from the mum, that's very unusual for the 60s. And then
wait a minute, are you talking about the lady who has the heart condition?
Yeah.
Okay, I wondered if I missed something, but I thought when she says, "Oh, we have to get all these kids back home," I was like, "Are you guys like taking care of other people's children?"
Like, I thought they were his from a previous marriage.
Oh, I didn't.
No, they were because she makes a comment because we don't know what's a deleted scene, what Jen has just missed.
Speaking of roasting, Bex just said, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Now, I'm not going to give too much away on this, but we're all in a group chat together on WhatsApp, and it was someone's birthday today. She absolutely roasted them on the birthday chat. Like, oh, we're really old now. I'm like, all right.
But you have said you're in
reached our
mid
mid-40s.
You said you're in an odd move this week. This week.
Sorry, Jen. As soon as
That's
I
okay. It's okay.
like that's not the right message.
I just love that you sent it first before thinking about it, and then
I thought there were a lot of funny moments.
there were some funny moments. There were a few.
I mean, like the guy having schizophrenia, Matthew's
No.
dad saying, yeah, well, belly
Miss
laughed there, yeah.
Higgins outraged that
Yeah, that
Master
was
Timothy Turner has
That
got
was
a paid
outstanding.
job.
Yeah.
Sheila's reaction to it, the things he'll see and the things he'll touch.
I mean, that'd be my reaction to that job of me getting it, not my daughter. I'd be like, you go for it, mate.
Okay,
And the
so
fact that someone says that it'll be quite, is it Sister Veronica says that she thinks actually it'll be quite educational. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, but we didn't finish lectures and things at the end of June. We stayed and just partied.
Yeah, for the extra and stuff. There was still stuff going on.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't
exactly.
hard work to the end.
Well, you say that. I was studying every day. But
I need to tell our listeners, Alex wouldn't catch the bus on it. When in our second year, we lived in a house off campus, and Alex wouldn't catch the bus on her own.
Hated the bus.
So if no one else was going on to campus when she had lectures, she didn't go to her lectures because she couldn't get the bus on her own.
Spoiler, guys, when I got the bus, didn't go to my lectures either.